Here is Barkley, left side, big hole, Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47!
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Harris the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in! Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer! 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown!
Timeout, SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Is it Francis? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap yesterday first. Luka sold the sweep in the NBA. He had 2 in the first half. I want to say 2 in the first quarter. We should have swept the NBA board yesterday. Anyways, I digress. We still had a winning day. Sam Merrill over 12.5 points, finished with 14. Cooper Flagg over 4.5 assists. I think he finished with 6. Evan Mobley under 19.5 points. He finished with 15. And then Luka over his threes. Obviously, he did not get there. He went 2 for 9. He shot the ball a lot. I thought he was going to have more three-point attempts. Not that, 4 for 9 was very doable. I did think we were going to get a little more volume out of him last night. Okay, that's working. Nothing official out, although I'm going to just keep it a buck and tell y'all I am going to bet Steph Curry's over. Points, threes, all of it. Both of them. Love the Steph Curry night. Let's get props.cash up here. Let's go full screen. Comments. Fantastic hat, my friend. Bucks Nation. Yes, sir. Long-time Tom Brady fan. I was a Patriot 2 Tampa Bay fan. I have to be honest there. I followed Brady to Tampa. Let me get my shout-outs real quick. Parlay Juice, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Shorty, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Mr. D, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes, the retweets. And Miss Herway, appreciate all of you tapping in this morning. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Mailman, appreciate you tapping in there as well. All right, what do we have? A 6-game slate here today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 games today. 7 games today. My Lakers do play, although I'm not sure who's playing. Phoenix versus Miami, the first game on the slate for today. I believe this one tips off at 7:30. Norman Powell is actually questionable in this game. Outside of that, really nothing new for either of these teams. Well, let's talk about it. Powell only played 22 minutes in the last game, coming off of 2 days rest and questionable. Phoenix 9th in 3-point percentage, 7th in 3-point makes allowed, 6th in 3-point attempts allowed. Did they play this season? No, not this season. Don't know what his minutes are going to be. I would say he's going to be in the realm of 28, to 33 if he plays, maybe 27. No opinion on Norman Powell's points. Bam. Hero. Where's Jaime Jaquez? Oh, very small sample there. Really nothing to read into. Nothing for me. No Norman Powell plays in this one. Going to Bam. His line has fallen off of a cliff now as low as 14.5. Lo, appreciate you tapping in. Do appreciate the likes and the retweets, brother. Do appreciate the likes and the retweets. I do lean under this 14.5 line. I guess no Powell could make me like that less. That's very true. Yeah, I wouldn't take it no Powell. They're a good spot up defense. They're a good transition defense. This line's just a little too low for me, I think, but at 15.5, 16.5, I'll be all over it. Maybe like a FanDuel your way alt under. And that's with Norman Powell playing. He has to play for me to be interested in that. We got Chalk Exchange in the building. Sosa, appreciate the likes and the retweets. Biz, I appreciate the likes and the retweets. Appreciate y'all tapping in. John says, yo, what's up, fam? What's good, John? Appreciate you tapping in. Good day yesterday. Let's run it back today. Chalk, we are on the first game. What's good with you, brother? How are you?
Good morning. Good afternoon. What time is it?
It is 12:06 for us East Coasters.
I am good. I am also East Coast, so busy. Busy's good. Mentioned it in my post yesterday. Busy's only good when progress is being made. So nobody be fake busy out there. Level up. What game is the first game?
That is well said. Busy is only good when progress is being made. We're on the Miami game.
Miami. See, I don't have a good feel for Miami, so I kind of I grazed through these lines, if you will, earlier, and I was kind of looking forward to jumping on here and talking them through with you. I initially wanted to get Devin Booker over 6.5 assists. That line is gone. It's now 7.5 assists. And I don't know if I'm trying to thread the needle here a little bit, but I kind of like the under now. How do I bet exactly 7 assists? But I like
that often.
But I like the data with Grayson Allen back with his assist numbers. But if I'm looking at his assist, his pass to assist ratio, if you will, the percentages, then I'm a little hesitant because I'm still not ruling out, and the last 2 games have been an anomaly for Devin Booker in those numbers, no closer to like 26, 28% average assist to pass percentage. So I'm kind of leaning the under here, and I saw 6.5 at -120. Now I'm seeing 7.5 at -160. So as a whole, kind of off of it, but that was the initial thing that I started looking at when I started looking at this game. As I mentioned, I don't have a great feel for the Heat, and I'm a big Nikola guy, Heat version. So I don't think I have any firm plays for this one.
I will say, Booker's under PAs was something I looked at, but I'm afraid to run it in this matchup. They're 18th or 19th in assists allowed per game. There's a lot of games where
point guards against Miami, right?
Huh?
I don't think you can bet against point guards against Miami, right?
No, not right now. Yeah, I've got nothing for Booker personally. I did spend some time on this morning. I looked at the 7.5 assists under. His role is so different than it was in any previous head-to-head. He's more of a facilitator this year than I think in years past. He had Kevin Durant next to him, Bradley Beal when he played last year. So I don't really want to compare. Honestly, Miami is just such a different team than a season or two ago. I'm sure you remember, like last year, any star versus Miami, it almost felt like a given to just give their under because they'd sell out. Like that is no longer the case.
That's kind of how I feel about the Lakers at this point. The Lakers kind of sell out against the Stars.
Yes, 100%. That's like when Giannis played them not too long ago. The RAs I ran. I think you ran it too.
I did.
Love that look. Who else? Honestly, like, well, see, the problem with when they play Shea is they'll beat the shit out of us, and he won't even play the fourth, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, the Lakers are that team this year.
With Zion. Zion was the other one we were talking about. I guess.
Yes,
I think.
Yes, it was 100% correct. Moving on from Bam, I've got nothing on Bam. You got anything on Kel'el Ware?
Nothing on. No real feel in this game. I think I'm going to skip it as a whole.
Okay.
And I feel pretty comfortable doing that. I did like the under as a game total. Yeah, I don't think I can get there with anything here.
Let's go see Davion with a healthy roster. What his assists are. I know it's a small sample. It's
You're going back to it? Have you healed?
I don't know if I've healed yet. I don't know if I've healed yet. That's the problem. King Cabano, appreciate you tapping in over there on YouTube. John, appreciate you tapping in over there on YouTube. Royce O'Neal's threes, John, might be an interesting look. I'll actually spend some time on that. So I do my own numbers, right? And I make this number 8 over 8. It's a 6.5, 112. My computer's saying bet the shit out of it, but I don't know if I've healed.
Yeah, I have not healed either, and I think he's gone over in like 2 of his last 5, and I bet the 3 out of 5 he has not gone over.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
So that's where I'm at. I'm also, now that I'm looking at it, loving that Royce O'Neal shout over his threes, especially with Grayson Allen in the lineup. I really do like that one, and I think I'm going to click it.
You know, Royce O'Neal makes a lot of sense to me. First bet of the day might be a Royce O'Neal threes, actually.
I'm with you there.
Threes. Royce. I've got a 134, 135, 130, multiple 130s. Okay, yeah, 130 or 135 are both good. I mean, 134 DraftKings, 136 at FanDuel. Everything's right around there. Let me shop. We're gonna go. I'm 99% sure I'm going Royce O'Neal. Let me look at these other shooters first, but M Knight, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Storch, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Money bags, appreciate you tapping in. Mom who bets, Chalk, appreciate both y'all. Appreciate the likes and the retweets there. Let's make some money there. All right, let me make sure. Actually, I'm positive I want to bet Colin Gillespie's under. So now Grayson Allen. Make sure I don't like this better. His minutes have been more sporadic since he's returned, though. Yeah, I think we got to go Royce. Grayson letting him fly when he's in the game, though. There's no doubt about that. Damn, you could go. You're not. I think you're fine betting either one of these guys. Because I mean, look here. Miami is 27th in 3-point attempts allowed. 21st in 3-point makes allowed per game. Let's dig into that a little bit more. Yeah, I'm running this at Rivers right now. 130. Going and running this at Rivers right now, minus 130, bet Rivers. Storch says Mark Williams points. Storch, I did lean over. I went over that this morning. I just couldn't get there. I'm going to get this Royce O'Neal in and then just keep it moving. I will briefly talk on why I like Colin Gillespie overs, but let's get this in first. 3+ is -130. Over 2.5 is -130 as well. Okay, got that in. Julian Phillips' wrist downgraded to questionable today. First official play is Royce O'Neal. Oh, I actually bet 3+.
So as far as Mark Williams, you this point in the season, you kind of get in the habit of clicking different games and looking for certain players and certain props. That's kind
For
of just where we
sure.
are. Mark Williams double plus 180 is super interesting to me. I don't know how these Heat bigs are going to space the floor today because they've been doing it. And I think that kind of depends on if Norm Powell plays or not. He's currently questionable, last I saw. But I don't hate plus 180 for Mark Williams to get a double-double against Bam.
Oh, me neither. Bam has struggled.
I've never been a big Bam guy. I respect the hell out of him. Good defensive player. I know he gets rebound numbers, but does he really look like a good rebounder sometimes?
No.
I think
Well, he did go on a little stretch, though. He did go on a little stretch here. Yeah, he kind of dominated the boards there for a little while. Definitely was like regular Bam where he might go off, he might not give you shit. Then he was pretty consistent with that 9 number there for a while. 9 or more, I should say.
Yeah, but so just like watching the games, I just don't see like aggressiveness. I think it's more of like if it falls to him, he'll get it, and he's huge. So there's been a couple games where I'm like, he just looks soft. And I know he's gotten against like Stewart and Duran. He's gotten his rebound numbers against these guys, and I think Chet's not really a good example. I don't think Hart played that game, but like the bigger centers, like taller centers, if you will. But you're talking about like a lot of stretch centers now who it's really hard to be a shooter and like a great rebounder. And a lot of these bigs that try to do both can't.
Chalk, we just definitely moved the market, brother.
For who?
Royce O'Neal's threes. Yeah, we just moved the market from -136 at FanDuel to -148. Profit moved up to 152. Novig moved to -146. Shout outs to the listeners, man. Shout outs to the followers. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're definitely.
I grabbed the 134 on DK.
So I got the 130 at Rivers, so yeah, I'm locked in as well. 130 is still at Rivers. They are usually slowest to move. So,
yep, let's move on. Is pretty big.
What's that?
15-cent difference is pretty big.
Oh yeah. That's why you got to have as many options as possible. They'll close pretty close to each other, but throughout the day, you'll pick those up.
So I can either get like $7 down on Rivers or like $50 down on DK. So
yeah, you got to make friends. You know what I mean? There is nothing illegal with you and your friend making a bet on something. That is all I will say. If you and your friend want to bet on Derek Queen's points tonight, and you might not have access to your DraftKings, and he does, there's nothing legal about you sending him 100 and you both betting 100 on it. That's totally legal. DraftKings doesn't like it. Okay, yeah, that's fair, but nothing illegal about it. Against the terms of service, sure.
A little inside baseball there for you guys.
Yeah. Denver versus Pelicans is our next game. Obviously, we got Jokic out. We got a pretty big injury report here. Cam Johnson is still out. Christian Baron is still out. Jamal Murray is a game-time decision. Aaron Gordon and Zion James, I hope I'm saying his first name right, are game-time decisions. So is Sadiq Bey. Any thoughts outside of the same thought everybody has, which is bet Trey Murphy's threes until fucking he cools down?
No, I mentioned it earlier on Calling the Shots. Zion points, Murphy threes, Jamal Murray assists, Jamal Murray double-double. I am not really looking too much into it. I know there's Peyton Watson love out there. Aaron Gordon is interesting. I'm not sure if I love it today with Aaron Gordon. I haven't looked too much into him, but when I first looked at the game, it was right off the bat. I knew what I was going to
do. I'm torn. I'm torn between I don't like this game at all, and I do see a couple value spots.
Yeah, I loved Aaron Gordon against I don't know what game. The stretch where he was coming back. We got a 14.5-point line on him a couple times, and he didn't hit it the last time I bet it. I think it was against the Hawks over the weekend. But we were projecting his minutes at around 23 to 26, I think we said. And then he played against Milwaukee yesterday or 2 days ago and played 31 minutes, 32 minutes. And now his line's at 20.5 points. So I think that if he's playing that amount of minutes, then we should be considering his over 1.5 threes. But I don't know what, and I know that the Nuggets are a little bit of positionless basketball at this point because of who they have and who they don't have. But the numbers against centers that can shoot for the Pelicans is kind of intriguing. So I would look at his 1.5 threes before I would look at his points. And I definitely don't want to look at his rebounds today.
J-Man, appreciate you tapping in. Peyton Watson's banned here, bro. You're going to have to find another capper to give you that one. His ass is banned. Zion PAs. I ain't mad at that. So this is my thing, though. Like, Zion struggled versus them in the past, and I know there was Jokic in there clogging up the paint as well, but I don't know if I love him versus Aaron Gordon. Like, I've got a lot of respect for Aaron Gordon as a defender.
I do, too. Do you think Aaron Gordon's on Derek Queen?
I don't fucking know.
That's the thing about the Nuggets and looking at them in the current state is what's going to happen. There's no true sample size, and it really is a night-to-night basis with them and their matchups and their injuries.
I guess Peyton Watson will guard Zion then?
I thought so.
There's 1 inch of height difference between them. Derek Queen isn't the tallest center in the league, though. He's only 6'10". Interesting, really interesting spot. What's the market make this spread? Like 4 or 5?
2.5. I like Peyton Watson's matchup, but it's another. I mean, we talk about this a lot. Another guy where the market has completely caught up on him, so you're not going to get much value. $26.5 points and rebounds.
For who? Derek Queen?
For Peyton Watson.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's so banned. He couldn't be more banned from me. If they hung his line at 1.5 PRAs, I wouldn't bet it. If it were like Prize Picks, Free Square. Just because you want to see the games that I've bet on him, all of these, even if the line was like 18.5, bro, I would have like a line that I loved. I was like, all right, perfect Peyton Watson spot. I've probably bet on him 3 times this year, and he's probably hooked me 3 times. And the other thing about a hook, is you miss the bet, but you probably had the right read, and you should probably keep betting it. But it does something to you psychologically that you're like, fuck this, I'm not betting on him, is going to hook. And if it hooked, you probably had the right read. And I don't mean like an over 2.5 assist line. But if you have an over 22.5 PRs and dude finishes with 22 PRs and he shot 6 for 20 from the field, it was a good bet. You're just mad.
Right.
And that's my life with Peyton Watson right now. So welcome to my TED Talk. I'm glad I got it off my chest.
We got a lot of scar tissue here.
We got a lot of scar tissue here, bro. That's what I'm saying. No, it's probably a great bet, y'all. I can't do it. Hey, you're right, J-Man. You're probably right, bro. The read was probably right on a hook, and it's just, that's just how the game be. Okay, so obviously there's Peyton Watson love. Zion, thinking that Peyton Watson's guarding him, though, like, kind of interested in that overlook.
They're both like, it's probably gonna be Aaron Gordon.
I know. I kind of like his PRAs, no Jokic, regardless of Jamal.
I just think that Zion would be way too strong for Peyton Watson. Aaron Gordon's no joke, man. He's one of the more underrated basketball players in the league.
Oh, yeah. No, I 1,000% agree. He should have been an all-star last year. Lean over Zion points. I'm not going to get there yet, man. I'm not going to get there yet. Pulls threes, any thoughts? Minutes have been funky.
No.
He's been open for business. He's chucking.
The pool party is open for business. No, because I'm already on Murphy, threes and points, and Zion's points. And of all games, I would hate to be overexposed on the Pelicans.
Yeah, don't you hate that, bro?
I could like 10 things in a game, and I just can't. All 10 things might hit, but I can't do it.
No, I 100% feel you. Mike Jones, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Sos, appreciate you tapping in. Pistola, appreciate you. Random Life, Night Fox, Better 527, Marie, all y'all, man. All y'all. Appreciate all the likes and the retweets. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us here today. Are you good to move on?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Chicago versus Houston. Now, is Sengun questionable or am I making that up in my head? No, he's good to go. Anything new? Kobe White's out tonight. Giddey been out. Not a lot of new stuff here on the Chicago side of the ball. You have any thoughts in this game?
Well, with Giddey and Kobe White, the play has been Trey Jones assist, right?
It has been, but I never had assist over versus Houston.
Right. Do we think that he can assist on enough three-pointers made, him specifically, against this Houston defense? Because I have no faith in the Bulls' interior anything to put up a fight against this Houston team and their size and their length. And I think Houston just boat races them tonight. If you want to take a chance on Durant, be my guest. I wouldn't be surprised if he has like 24 points at half and then takes 3 shots in the third quarter. They win by 30.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything Durant related today. Derek Queen assists. I would lean over there. But again, he's got that Aaron Gordon matchup. I have no clue what to think about that, actually. Like defensively for Denver, I would lean over. Someone said Vucevic under points. And yeah, I've got no faith. Like, I don't mean to hate on Trey Jones here, but Houston's defense, they do not allow a lot of assists. That's been one thing. Like, for the last 2 years, I've faded high assist totals versus Houston because early in the mornings, I don't think they either don't account for the defense or they just hope to get a bunch of volume on the over. Vucevic. See, with Sengun back, I'm not so excited about this rebounds total. I know he's played well. Depleted, ass, good. Say what you want about Wendell. Storch says under PRAs, under 32.5. Is that a real number? Is that what you said, Storch? Where are you getting that number? Because I would be interested in that number.
I will say, any game the Houston Rockets are involved, I'm not taking the assists on either team. I'm not betting assists for the Rockets. The only time I would look at assists for the Rockets is if it's in combos, and it's typically Thompson combos or Sengun combos. And I will never take assists against the Rockets.
So somebody moved the fuck out of this line today. This line's gone from a 32.5 opener to 28.5. Is that Sengun related? Like, I don't even know. Like, that's a crazy move. That Vucevic line moved a bunch. That's crazy.
If I had known it was at 32.5 too, I would have fucking hammered the under.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, same. Do you like Amon Thompson anything today?
Is that points and rebounds for Vuce?
It was PRA, bro.
PRA.
PRA.
I mean, 28.5 is still luck.
Yeah. No, Storch. That bitch is long gone, buddy.
Do I like anything Sengun related? Is that what you said?
Amon Thompson, actually.
Amon Thompson. No, I don't have faith in this one being close. I don't want anything to do with this. Maybe like a Reed Shepherd, or if you're familiar with the Bulls, take one of their guys off the bench. It's kind of been a crapshoot lately of who contributes off the bench. There might be some value in the 15+ market here for role players, but I'm not partaking. It's very early today, so I'm still trying to get through the labbing of like the initial slate, and then I'll get like dirty with it later.
No, I agree. I kind of use this as, hopefully I put a couple of plays out, but like I go through the slate now, and then I'll come back at like 6 o'clock and re-go through the slate, kind of have a better idea. I do kind of lean over Buzeles, but I agree with you. I don't have faith in it staying competitive. All right, the game of the night. This is the one I'm pulling up to watch. Spurs versus Thunder. Spurs win tonight. It's a wrap. It's a sweep. You have any thoughts on this game? Wemby back in the starting lineup last game too.
Right. I love Castle. I love the way he's played against them. And I think Vassell is out tonight as well.
Yes, he's still out.
Knowing that this would be the season sweep, are we looking into SGA's points? 31.5. It's a great matchup.
That's a good question. Does he go out here and give us 40 tonight?
They have looked really underwhelming the last week or two.
Oh, awful.
Is this the game that they've been circled? I'm going to take the over 31.5 at plus 100 for SGA's points.
I think I want to take the Spurs plus 9. Are we kidding ourselves?
Is that the real spread?
Yeah. 8.5 to 9 depends on the book. I got Bet 105 at 9, Fliff at 9, Profit X at 9, 365 at 9, Fanatics at 9. I've got 8.5 at FanDuel, DK, MGM, Rivers. So 8.5.
I know that the Thunder are looking forward to this game. I know what I saw in these matchups before. This Spurs team is not afraid of them. And I think they're actually confident against them. I would, from a value standpoint, the Spurs are plus 265. And I know it's probably not going to happen. But I think this is either a close game or the Thunder by 15.
They got their number. I'm telling you, like, I don't know about the money line, but I don't think they're losing by 10.
I'm not ruling out the money line at all. Is Hartenstein playing tonight?
Yes, Hartenstein's out. I'm sorry, Hartenstein is out.
Okay, so you have Wemby, versus Chet, that whole narrative of those two teams. Hart's not playing. I don't know if I can even like. I know they're in OKC. I get that. I don't know how you can put an 8.5, 9 out there. And I know you want to listen to the books and like kind of like read the line a little bit. I think this is way closer, and I think the Spurs have a real chance of winning this game. And that's not saying much, but the money line's plus 265, so I'm talking about it.
In the way that like OKC has slid, like would they lose to Charlotte, beat Utah by 2 in overtime? Like, I just don't see how you power rank those two with those two numbers, especially Wemby's back in the starting lineup. Let's talk to Wemby. Did he get any minutes bump in the last game, or was it like a blowout? We didn't even get to see if he did, because I saw he was back in the starting lineup. I truly believe like 30 is this man's ceiling, at least for the rest of this season. Maybe in the playoffs he'll see more, but
yeah, it seems to be floating around 27. But this is Chet.
Oh yeah, they hate each other. Well, I think Chet hates Wemby, and Wemby's like, well, I don't even think of you.
Yeah.
Also, props.cash. I don't know if you heard me bitching and finally fixed it, but thank you for fixing this. So when I switch, it stays at the minutes. Shout outs. Also, big shout outs to props.cash. They haven't even teased this on the timeline yet, but I have noticed on the mobile app, you are now being able to filter by defensive play type structures, zones and stuff. So I think very soon you'll be able to do all the things you can do on competitor sites. And low key, I like the layout way better on props.cash. So I think my bitching goes heard. I think it goes heard. And it's not even bitching, you know. I'm just saying, you know what? It'd be really cool if you would do this. And then eventually they get it done. Anything on Wemby tonight?
Kind of like his rebounds. I think he has a good chance to double-double tonight.
Wow,
but my focus on San Antonio is not on Wemby.
Who's that?
It's going to be Castle. I'm seeing a 5.5 assist line out there.
Interesting. I was looking at the PAs this morning. I know he hasn't been scoring well last 5, but you mentioned that he's played very well in the matchups versus them. He's really not done that well either. So yours is probably just more of a matchup read as well, huh?
It is. PA is looking nice at 21.5.
Yep.
I don't think I would mess the PRA personally.
Agreed.
So assists or points and assists for me.
Fox under points. What's the number? Because this has printed for me. He did have 29 in the last matchup versus OKC.
18.5.
I don't like the 18.5. I've played a lot of under 20.5s this season. I don't want that 18. Line's just a little too low. I understand the logic, but the books are hip to it, J-Main. They've dropped it about 2 points since where we were playing it. We go here. I'm loving it. Number 1 versus transition.
Plus 102 now for SGA's points.
Okay. I do like that. Kind of like the full game under in that one. I'm going to go back and see. Didn't one of those games go to OT?
I can pull that up.
I feel like they did, but I could be wrong. 219 in the last matchup, 240 in the one before. Did that game go to overtime?
220 was the NBA Cup game, right? First one.
220. Yep. That's the first game between them, right?
I think so.
Yeah. 213. Yep. Yeah, did that second game go to OT, or am I making that up in my head?
I don't think so. 130, 110 game. That'd be a hell of an OT game.
You're right. No, and that first one didn't either. It was a 2-point game, but it didn't go to OT. Okay.
It does go under in OKC.
Yeah, I like the full game under here. 230.5 at MGM. Stort, you listening? We definitely want to be on that. I can't send it.
Wemby's 3 is over. I would like more if Hart was playing.
Facts. I can definitely agree with that as well. Chet a little more capable of getting out there. Head to head this season. 1-1-3. I'm afraid to take the under. John will run an under, but he said overs. Okay, yeah. No, I'm good either way off of that, John. I have to agree with Chalk there. I like Wemby PR over versus Chet. I really do. They're coming off of what, 1 day rest? Yeah, 1 day rest. Yeah, I like Wemby PR over. Not an official play yet, but don't be shocked you see it on the card tonight. J-Dub unders. You got any thoughts on J-Dub unders?
I hate watching that man play basketball. I mean, I'm a hater. He got one this year.
No, listen, he brings the hate upon himself in his post-game interviews. Like it's not you, it's the world.
I really liked him. He's kind of smelled himself. I like the underdog aspect. So I like he came from a small school, won the championship, created a role for himself on a championship team. And now he's talking crazy like he didn't go to college at Santa Clara.
Okay, Santa Clara. I was just going to say that. I thought so. Same school as Steve Nash. Yeah, I thought he was at Santa Clara. I was pretty sure about that.
Didn't he get a max contract? Was he one of them, or was it non-max?
I don't remember.
Yeah, 5 year 287. Holy.
He's a good player. He's not that good. He's not max contract good. He dropped 40 in the finals though, so anybody was going to pay him that. I lean he does play, but I haven't seen anything about shoot around yet. And honestly, we in the dog days of season, so I don't want to. You got to be careful right now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're getting questionable tags at like noon these days with certain players. Like they'll be healthy until 3 p.m. and then they'll drop it on you.
I actually don't think I like his threes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Phoenix. Or no, maybe I did like his threes. I know I went over it this morning. Yeah, Phoenix allows the third fewest to guards and 6th fewest attempts. I liked the under. But no way in hell I'd bet it. They got to give the money to somebody. Yeah, you're right, but man, J-Dub, he could have been like a cool 5-year, 200 mil. Now you got 80 mil to play with. I mean, that's another role player.
I know they kind of had to do it.
Off a championship.
They drafted him, homegrown player. Not exactly the most appealing for a superstar to play along SGA and Chet. So I guess like keeping the core together, keeping the rapport, and you have a ring. So it all made sense. It just sucks when they're like in those positions where like they know they shouldn't, but they have to. You could find Jalen Williams adjacent on the open market on pretty much every year of free agency for a lot less and surround your team with a lot better players. But like I said, they had to do it.
Yep, I agree. J-Main says he's an all-star, right? He probably is an all-star, but he's like a coach's ad. Prop Plug, what's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in. How's it going? Yo, I love the Chet under 37.5 fantasy score. I can't bet shit like that. But yeah,
I can't bet that.
I would probably run that in tonight's matchup. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't care if
I like this under points, under 15.5 points. That's where I'm at with Chet versus Wemby.
What's up with you boys, man?
What's up, Prop Plug? How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Bro, it's just crazy lately, but I gotta slide and chop it up with the guys.
Dude, I feel it. NBA's been weird for me this year. Like I had a really good day yesterday, and then like 3 days ago I went 5-0, and then one day I went 2-0. But then there's also the rest of the week were like 0-3s and 0-4s. So it's like I'm either
I
winning
haven't
mad units or losing mad units right now. So
for
we gotta
sure.
ride the wave.
The last 2 days, I haven't even got out any like heavy plays just because I've been, life shit going on. But yeah, I'm trying to lock in because when you get a chance to lock in for real, you can get out a heavier play. I need to make some money, but yeah, last 2 days I kind of just been bullshitting. But
I feel it. Hey, Alex Jones, 75. I think the line you said was 15.5, right? Chalk on that points.
Yeah, 15.5 straight hater play. Just make sure it's known that I hate Chet in this matchup. 16.5 now under it's juice. The 15.5 was plus 100. The 16.5 is minus 122.
who do they play?
First, this is the rematch. This is the last one of the season. This is for the sweep.
I mean, I love that 16.5 a lot more, as you can imagine.
Anybody out on either side?
Hardenstein and Vassell are the like actual ones.
Okay. Jalen Williams or SGA rebounds? Is Wemby starting?
I think Wemby will be back in the starting lineup. He started the last game, so yeah, I think they run that.
I remember they were on a back-to-back. They were on a back-to-back. Coach said he could start, and then he didn't start the game. He said that he was going to start, and then he started the next day. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
With Chet on Wemby, who's going to have his hands full. I like Dort and Cason Wallace or whoever's starting, Aaron Wiggins, whoever, to like be on ball. So I like Jalen Williams or SGA to be helping at the rim with Chet guarding Wemby, like that, that weak side rebound spot. So either SGA or J-Dub rebounds.
Now J-Dub missed the first matchup, right? Am I right about that?
I don't even know. This is just me seeing the court. I didn't even look at the head-to-heads.
No, he was in there. I'm lying. He was there 7-6 and then 2 in the last one. I would probably lean more J-Dub there.
Because the only thing is, so they're still starting Champagny, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so it's going to be between whoever's on that got the Harrison Barnes Champagny matchup. That's going to be who's going to be in the rebound spot. So I could see. I might have to go back and watch the game, but did J-Dub spend any time on like Castle, like on the perimeter guys at all? Because I know they don't like to use SGA on defense. I could see them throwing J-Dub at, like some switches or something at Castle or Fox. So really, what did SGA do in these most recent head-to-heads? Was he on the boards?
The last one, yeah. The two previous, no. 4, 3, and then 6 in the last one. Let me give you the chances. Chances hover between 6 and 10 in all 3 of those games as well.
That most recent game was a similar lineup: Wemby in, Hartenstein, and them out. Or what?
Vassell, I think, played in maybe all 3. Am I right about that? Because I think Champagny's minutes were like in the 20s in these games.
I also don't think Wemby started either one of them games. So I like SGA rebounds just off of Wemby starting if he's starting. What's his rebound line? 4.5?
4.5 juiced over.
Yeah, I like that. I like SGA. I feel like out of the perimeter defenders they got and Jalen Williams, like I said, it's either Cason Wallace or Wiggins and Dort. All those 3 will be used on defense more than SGA. So I like SGA to kind of be. Sometimes there's been matchups where SGA is in that kind of Luka role on defense where they hide him just because his usage is so high. They do that with a lot of like Luka's a prime example, who obviously can't jump, can't board up like that. He's just always in good rebounding position.
Yeah, I'm getting some requests on J-Dub points under. I do lean that way. But Under in
Oh, this is the matchup. They had Caruso. They put Caruso on Wemby. I remember.
Oh yeah. You're right.
In that
You're 100%
last
right.
matchup. So I'm gonna have to go see who was when they threw Caruso. I know there's somebody helping. I don't know who's helping with Caruso on Wemby. I remember watching that though, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'll probably go back and rewatch this game after stream today. I was on another stream this morning, so I didn't get to, but I'm going to go back and rewatch this one. I'll give you all my leans, and then I'm not going to have anything official. I do expect to have some ads. Lean under Darren Fox, PAs. Lean over Stephon Castle, PAs. Lean over Julian Champagny threes. Price is kind of shitty, though. There are like 132s out there. Keldon Johnson's boards could make sense to me because he should come off the bench, and if Wemby starts, that opens up more rebounds for him. Not mad at that look either. Outside of that, that's everything for me in this one. You boys you good to move on to the Milwaukee-Minnesota game? I will say Anthony Edwards out in this game, so not a lot of
Anthony
lines.
Edwards out.
Yeah, Ant's out. And Gobert's out. That's right. He was suspended for his his sixth flagrant foul of the year. That's what it was.
What's the spread in this game?
Close. It's close. It's like 3.5.
3.5. Yep. Milwaukee favorites at home.
Yo, Randall is going to have an RA game. I would think.
I think he's going to have an everything.
You got Dante DiVincenzo drop coverage, Randall. Well,
so I'm not going to post this on the timeline or anywhere for that matter, and it's a personal play. It's stupid, and I know that. But I like Giannis triple-double here, and I actually parlayed it with two more things. I did drop it in our little chat that we have. Trey Murphy, 5 threes. Giannis triple-double. CJ McCollum, 20 points. Not to get ahead of ourselves here. $5 to win $1,400.
Yeah, I like the Giannis triple-double look. I'm mad at that.
It went from 1,200 to 1,700. I was already locked in at 1,200, but now it's 1,700.
Man, no Gobert. I mean, maybe they just think he won't get the assist because he's going to score 50.
But how is this not? And we mentioned it earlier, so I'm sorry for being redundant for those listening. How do you not like Portis points here at home, right? And AJ Green when Giannis is in the lineup. We mentioned how efficient he is from 3. So those two guys alone could account for 6 assists from Giannis. Then you don't have Gobert in the lineup, and you're rebounding pretty much against Randall and Naz Reid. And on the defensive end, Naz Reid kind of spaces the floor, and Randall's not really a back to the rim guy. So they're spacing on offense for the Wolves can just lead. I wouldn't be surprised if Giannis had 16 rebounds today.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
In my mind, I'm getting plus 1,700 for 10 Giannis assists. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fair. Go ahead, Prop Plug. What you got?
So I'm looking at this. I think I like Jaden McDaniels rebounds. So Ant's out, DiVincenzo, Bones Highland projected to start, so they're at the 1 and the 2, following around Porter and Rollins. Maybe they throw Jaden McDaniels on Porter, but if we think this is a Giannis show, which it should be, whether he dominates or is facilitating, he could get a lot of attention. You got Naz Reid and Randall projected to start, and they're on Giannis and Turner, who can both play from outside. Both require, you got to stick to them. Jaden McDaniels obviously is he's an on-ball defender, but he's not going to guard Giannis tonight. So if Randall and Naz Reid got their hands full with Turner and Giannis, I can see Jaden McDaniels getting to roam a little bit. And he's already one that can get rebounds with no Ant out. With Dante and Bones Highland starting at the 1 and 2, I feel like you're losing some rebounding with Ant out. So I'm looking at that. That might not be a numbers play. I got to go and look at splits, but Yeah, I think Jaden McDaniels is in a spot where he's going to have to play big today because he's not guarding Giannis, but the bigger teammates on his team are guarding him.
No, it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. We're not getting hardly any lines. Like, I would love to see what Bones Highland opens at, bro.
Miles
Turner
Turner
is
is also
questionable.
questionable with an illness as well. So there's a lot of impact on this game from injuries.
Yeah, there really is. Not mad at anything. Nas Reed over. Not mad at anything. Dante threes over. I like the Giannis RAs. But yeah, nothing official. Let's move on to Atlanta versus the Lakers. We got a lot of shit to worry about here. Is LeBron playing? Is Luka playing? Who knows? I do like Nas threes regardless, though. Price has moved since this morning. This was about all I had in this game. I do like the CJ stuff. He played 24 minutes in the last game. I do like the KPJ double as well with how depleted they are. KPJ double. What's the price on that? Plus 250. Yeah, I do like that. You boys have anything in the Atlanta game?
You can get KPJ's 10 assists at plus 280 on FanDuel.
That's better than the double. Run that bitch. He's not getting it with boards.
Yeah, if you're looking at doubles, make sure you're checking the actual like assist or rebound markets to see, because sometimes they'll just bait into that stuff.
Yeah, and like if you're like a player like KPJ, I know he had 1 or 2 triple doubles this year, but if you think he's getting a double tonight, you think he's getting 10 assists. So yeah, why pay the rebound tax? Just take that 10 assists, make 10 more cents. Completely agree. What are your thoughts on Null's threes? Do you have any?
Him and Colin Kniffel, I will pretty much run every night, whether it's a straight or part of a parlay. The volume's there. The matchup is typically sweet. This matchup's awesome for Null. In this game, I'm just hammering CJ McCollum.
What do you think
this is the one that shows how to. So I think he played 24 last game.
Yes.
What did he do? He hooped last game, right?
He did all right.
Let's pull up the exact numbers.
I think this is just a ramp up spot. Like, I think this is just a new team second game. You're going to do more than you did the first game. So whatever he did.
100%. That's kind of my thought process as well.
Yeah.
He played 24 minutes, went 5 of 14, 12 points, 4 assists, and a steal, no rebounds. And that was against Golden State. They did win by 13. I don't know what that does for you. I didn't watch that game as intently. Golden State used to be appointment viewing. They're really not this year. But I did know that it was Dyson Daniels kind of facilitating more than Jalen Johnson. I think that had more to do with matchup. I think Jalen Johnson does get his assist today. But as you mentioned, in a ramp-up spot with the new team and their bench, the way it looks as a whole, Kennard, Kispert, Asanuel, and we're just talking about guys that really should realistically be playing like 18 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
CJ should be running when he's full go. He should be that Santi Adama minute off the bench guy. He's playing like 32, 33 in different rotations, because the way you can run him out is you can still take Null off the floor and have a sufficient offense with the way that Jalen Johnson's been playing the point forward spot. You can have him in for Dyson Daniels in times. And even last game, I think Vic Krejci started at small forward. So there's opportunity for him to really elevate his role there and play 30 minutes a game. So I think I want to try to get ahead of market and bet on that being tonight, because the matchup here is really sweet for guards.
Yo, can I, just since you got it pulled up on the screen, can you just backtrack a little bit and go to and just show the crowd McDaniels rebounds with no Rudy?
Over in 7 of his last 10 last season, it will be their first 2 games without playing.
The rebounds.
Oh, my fault. 9 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I felt him like with no Ant too, and he like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely like the rebounds over. I definitely like the rebounds over 5.5.
That's that was it.
Checking out the matchups. Yeah, no, that's definitely.
I mean, if you look at the last game versus the Nuggets, you had what the fuck? I just had it. The last game versus the Nuggets, Bucks Nuggets. Payne Watson had 8 rebounds. Pickett had 8 rebounds. Brown has 6 rebounds. Gordon had 6. Najee had 10. So I think it could happen for sure.
Yep. No, I definitely could not talk you off of that. There's a couple of spots I like in that game. We'll have to let a couple more lines open up, but I like that spot as well. And this one, I'm probably going to run null 20 plus low key. I'll drink the juice. Jalen, I really don't have anything on Jalen today. He's not assisted well. We spoke about that in the other spaces. Since Trae Young's left, he's really not assisted well. I don't know if the Lakers will sell out on him. I really don't think so. They'll do it versus certain stars, but he's just so versatile. It's not like you could live with him giving you 30. That's basically what I'm saying here. No, I like the threes, CJ. Nothing. Luka, I like his threes, but he burnt me last night. All right, 8 and double-double. 8 and double-double. Either of you have a thought there?
I'm not betting on that, man.
I think you just had one last night, right?
Yep. 27 minutes.
It might be too soon.
Facts. Facts. Daniels RAs.
Yeah, Daniels RA sounds good to me.
Yeah, actually, that looks green as shit. Versus my Lakers makes a lot of sense. This is the last time I bet on it, though. I bet him over 12.5. He finished with 9. I do lean over there, though. All right, let's move on to the last game I've got to play. Let me add it to the banner. Steph over 28.5. I know, what's his name? Drew Holiday played in the first, missed the other 2. Doesn't matter. I know some people are on his threes. I'm not mad at the threes either. 118 is the best I can get right now. All right, cool. Steph lock in versus Portland this year, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Anthony Davis is going to miss several months.
Yep, he's staying in Dallas. Where is the best 35 plus for Steph? Steph Curry. Points, line.
FanDuel or MGM?
They both at 250? Nice. I'm just going to go to FanDuel.
252 on FanDuel.
Perfect. It's the last game on the slate. Yep. Player points. Yep. 35. I got 255 on the alts, so let's go with that.
FanDuel still run that 50-plus thing?
Yeah, you might as well put your $5 on it.
We just cut the pot a lot because I have my $5 on it there too, but I think he's the most obvious play tonight, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be Giannis, Curry, or Luka.
I had it on Luka last night, bro. Luka had 40 with like 3 minutes left in the third. I thought I hit it. I thought, obviously I knew it wasn't a lock, but I was like, damn, we got a shot now. All right, yeah, I just got that Curry play in and out, like the burger spot. Any thoughts in this one, bro? Because I went through this game before stream when we were in calling the shots earlier, and like this was really it for me. Denny's out, so Sharp's usage should be unheard of. You like anything there?
I'm gonna keep monitoring Caleb Love's everything lines. By everything I mean points and assists, and I kind of like him off the ball more if Drew's playing. So I will be taking his points line until it gets up to like, I don't know, like 18.5. I did see 15.5 was out there on Prize Picks, which I can't bet on. And 3.5 threes was plus 108. I'll be taking both those things. That's just me personally. I've watched him a lot. I know what he does in college, and I guess translating over to the pros. That man has never seen a three he does not like. And he's the type of guy that can go 1 for 12, but he's giving you 12.
This is Love or Sharp?
Caleb Love. I guess they're the same player.
That's what I was gonna say. When you were describing him, I'm like, wait, who is he? Who is he talking about here?
Shaden Sharp just misses inside the paint. He doesn't shoot as many threes as Caleb Love, but I think Caleb Love had like 12 or 15 three-point attempts last game. Without Denny, with Drew back, yeah, it's just green light all day from deep for this team.
First game with Adam. No, I'm not mad at it. And I know you've already made some bread off of Caleb Love, so you're playing with house money now. There was one other look I had. It was Draymond's assists on some nasty shit. With Curry. They play twice this season. I need assists. Yeah, these were both this year. Oh, no, I'm on Caleb Love still. My fault. I was going to say Draymond's line, I think, is 5.5 right now. Yeah, 5.5 with Steph Curry this season. 7-7. Yeah, that's a lot closer to what I thought I remembered. 7-7. A couple of those were Curry pin downs for Curry, which I think we're going to see a lot of also here today. So this was my other look in this game. I haven't played it yet. I really might get there. 133, 134, 135. I lean that. That was my only other look in this game personally.
Can I point something out real quick?
Absolutely.
Donovan Clingan, his double-double is minus 140 against this team. And there's no Denny tonight, and I think the matchup is all right for Clingan to get the points. But his rebound line is the same exact thing as his points. They're both 12.5.
Yep.
And if you take Clingan's rebounds, it's minus 400. So if you think Clingan's going to score 10 points, then you can get his double-double for minus 140, essentially giving you 10 rebounds for minus 140. And I think he does score the 10 points without Denny.
Yeah, no, I agree. It makes sense to me. I'm not mad at the double-double here at 140. Let me think.
That's an 11 o'clock game, so that's one of those games that it's type of luck that, like, if the night's going well, then I'll just put in a stupid parlay at the end of the night. You know, Steph 5 threes, 40 points, Clingan double-double, maybe up to 16 rebounds or something like that, and just, set it and forget it type deal. But I'll definitely that was one of the things I was looking at.
8, 10, and 10 were his rebounds in the last 3 matchups. So, yeah, I like the Clingan double-double look.
I think that 12.5 line is super indicative of Denny being out.
I agree. All right. Hey, yeah, definitely still like Steph at 29.5, bro. I took him up to 35. So definitely like that.
I'd take Steph at 32.5.
FanDuel will definitely offer those kind of lines.
I'll be there. I'm on that 35 as well as you are. So I'm definitely tailing that one.
I love the volume here, bro. 9, 12, and 11 attempts versus them this year. Truly believe 9's a floor. Hold on. Let me get back to points.
6 threes for Steph is plus 180. Plus 180.
I could easily see that. What was the matchups this year? 7, 9, and 12. Yeah, I could see the 6, no problem. Like I said, man, you're not going to go wrong with points or threes for Steph tonight. I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah, I like both spots a lot. Well, hey, man, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. Only 2 official plays out for me right now, but I most likely will have some extras up on the timeline. I will say, though, now is not the time to force. It's that weird type of year between now and the All-Star break, which is probably less than 4 weeks away, maybe right at 4 weeks. In 2 days, a lot more players will become available for trades. There's going to be a couple major trades that happen this year. There's going to be guys that take nights off. So just be cautious. I know for me personally, you'll see more plays posted closer to tip-off from now until post-All-Star break. And then once the playoff stretch runs and you've got an idea of who's playing, who's in, who's out, who needs to win, you'll probably see more earlier plays. But this show, well, I still expect to have maybe 2 to 5, 2 to 6 plays a day. Probably be less volume live and more volume late as we get into kind of what I call the dog days of NBA. Real quick to recap, I think I just got the 2 plays. Royce O'Neal over, or I played it at 3+ over 2.5, same thing, 3+ threes. And then Steph Curry over 28.5 and sprinkled him up to 35+. Chalk, anything you want to drop before we get out of here?
I guess I'll just go with 2 SGAs over 31.5 points and CJ McCollum over 14.5 points.
Cool. I do appreciate you for tapping in. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.